God says, "My child, pause for a moment and truly become present, because this message is not arriving by accident, it is arriving at a time when your awareness is mature enough to understand it deeply." When your attention is called like this, it is not to create fear or pressure, but to create focus. Focus is powerful because it allows you to see what you once overlooked. There are seasons in life when everything feels routine, predictable, even slightly repetitive, and then there are moments like this when clarity quietly begins to unfold. This is one of those moments. Something connected to your future and your family requires your thoughtful awareness, not because something negative is approaching, but because something meaningful is evolving. Archangel Michael wants you to understand that your future is not built in isolation. The choices you make today ripple into the lives of those around you. Your habits influence your household. Your discipline influences your children. Your mindset influences your relationships. Your stability influences your family's peace. Often, you underestimate how much your personal growth impacts the environment you live in. You may believe you are simply trying to improve yourself, but in reality, you are shaping the emotional and practical foundation of your entire family's tomorrow. That is why this message matters. There may be conversations that need clarity, decisions that require careful thought, or responsibilities that deserve greater structure. Think about the direction you want your family to move toward. Stability, unity, wisdom, financial discipline, emotional maturity, these things do not happen automatically. They are cultivated intentionally. The truth coming to light is that you are more influential in shaping that direction than you realize. You are not simply participating in your family's story, you are actively writing part of it. Pause here and reflect honestly. Are there areas where your future planning could be stronger? Are there financial decisions that require better organization? Are there relationships that need deeper communication? Are there long-term goals that have been discussed but not structured? Awareness is the first step toward improvement. Once you see clearly, you can act deliberately. Do not rush this reflection. Sit with it. Let it settle. Let it guide you toward intentional choices. Archangel Michael reminds you that growth begins at home. If your household environment is calm and structured, your future becomes more stable. If communication within your family is open and respectful, misunderstandings decrease. If responsibilities are handled maturely, stress reduces. These improvements do not require dramatic change. They require consistent effort. Consistency builds trust. Trust builds unity. Unity strengthens every future plan. God says, "My child, do not ignore the small signals in your life. If something feels misaligned, address it gently. If something requires organization, bring structure to it. If something requires honesty, speak with clarity and kindness." Your future does not change overnight. It changes through daily alignment. Alignment is created when your actions match your values. Ask yourself what kind of future you truly want for your family. Then evaluate whether your current habits support that vision. If they do not, adjust them gradually and consistently. You may also realize that part of this message is about preparation. Preparation does not mean expecting problems. It means building stability before challenges arise. Strengthen savings. Organize important documents. Clarify responsibilities. Strengthen family communication. Encourage healthy routines. These small preparations create security. Security brings peace. Peace allows everyone to thrive. The truth being revealed is not dramatic. It is foundational. You are being reminded of your role as a stabilizing force. You are capable of creating an environment where your family feels supported and secure. That begins with your mindset. When you think long-term, your decisions become wiser. When you act intentionally, your influence becomes stronger. When you lead calmly, others feel safe. Do not scroll past this realization. Let it guide your next steps. Choose one area of your family life that you will strengthen this week. It may be communication, financial planning, or shared goals. Take action calmly and confidently. Small consistent improvements shape lasting outcomes. God says, "My child, now that you have paused and reflected, I want you to go deeper because understanding your role in your family's future is not a surface realization, it is a profound responsibility that unfolds layer by layer as you mature emotionally, spiritually, and practically." Many times you ask for a secure future, a peaceful home, financial stability, and unity among your loved ones, but you rarely stop to examine how your daily thoughts, reactions, and routines are silently shaping that outcome. The truth being revealed to you right now is that your influence is stronger than you believe, and your consistency will determine whether your family moves toward strength or confusion in the years ahead. There are patterns within every household, patterns of communication, patterns of spending, patterns of handling stress, patterns of resolving conflict, and even patterns of dreaming about the future, and sometimes these patterns are inherited unconsciously from past generations without being questioned. Archangel Michael wants you to observe these patterns carefully, not to judge anyone, not to create blame, but to recognize where improvement is possible. If previous generations struggled with financial instability, you can choose financial discipline. If communication was often harsh or silent, you can choose calm honesty. If fear dominated decisions, you can choose wisdom and preparation instead. You are not trapped by old cycles, you are capable of reshaping them. Think about how your reactions affect your household atmosphere. When stress arises, do you respond with calm clarity or with frustration? When challenges appear, do you approach them as opportunities to grow stronger together or as burdens that divide everyone? Your family watches you more closely than you realize. Even when they do not say it aloud, they observe how you manage pressure, how you speak during disagreements, how you prioritize responsibilities, and how you treat commitments. Your example silently teaches them what stability looks like. This is why your growth is so powerful. It multiplies beyond you. God says, "My child, do not underestimate the power of intentional planning." A secure future is not built by hope alone, it is built by structure. Consider your financial organization carefully. Are there savings plans in place? Are expenses tracked responsibly? Are long-term goals discussed openly? Clarity in finances removes unnecessary tension from family relationships. When everyone understands the direction and purpose behind decisions, unity increases. Transparency builds trust. Trust strengthens bonds. Bonds create resilience when unexpected situations arise. This message also speaks about emotional preparedness. Emotional stability within a family is just as important as financial structure. When misunderstandings happen, address them quickly and gently. When someone in your household feels unheard, listen fully. When you feel overwhelmed, communicate instead of withdrawing. Emotional neglect slowly weakens connection, but consistent emotional presence strengthens it. You are being reminded that leadership within a family is not about control, it is about responsibility and compassion working together. There may be decisions approaching in your near future that involve relocation, investment, education, career adjustments, or family commitments. Instead of reacting impulsively, approach these decisions thoughtfully. Gather information. Discuss openly. Consider long-term impact rather than short-term comfort. Wise decisions made today protect tomorrow. Preparation is not fear-driven, it is maturity-driven. When you prepare, you reduce anxiety. When you reduce anxiety, you increase confidence. Confidence spreads stability throughout your household. Archangel Michael also wants you to evaluate your priorities. Sometimes work consumes too much attention, leaving little energy for meaningful connection at home. Sometimes distractions quietly replace quality time. Rebalance where necessary. The future you are building is not only about material security, it is also about memories, emotional safety, and shared experiences. A family that feels connected handles challenges far better than one that feels distant. Invest time intentionally. Conversations matter. Presence matters. Listening matters. God says, "My child, your awareness today is the foundation of your strength tomorrow." If you sense that something within your family dynamic needs adjustment, begin that adjustment with patience. Do not expect immediate perfection. Change grows through repetition. One honest conversation can shift perspective. One new financial habit can change long-term outcomes. One calm response during conflict can transform the emotional tone of your home. Small consistent improvements compound over time, just like small consistent neglect compounds into instability. Choose wisely. Reflect on the environment you want your children, siblings, or loved ones to experience. Do you want them to feel secure, supported, and guided? Then model discipline and empathy. Do you want them to grow confident and independent? Then encourage responsibility and accountability. Do you want unity? Then practice fairness and respect. The atmosphere you create becomes the culture of your household. Culture shapes identity. Identity shapes destiny. This message is not about fear of losing something. It is about awareness of what can be strengthened. When truth comes to light, it brings clarity, not panic. If you notice weaknesses, treat them as areas of improvement rather than reasons for discouragement. Every strong family once made adjustments. Every stable household once corrected mistakes. Growth is ongoing. Pause once more and ask yourself what one practical step you can take this week to strengthen your family's future. Perhaps you will review finances, organize important documents, schedule meaningful family time, or initiate a necessary conversation. Do not delay practical action. Awareness without action fades. Action solidifies awareness into progress. God says, "My child, your future is not uncertain when your foundation is strong." Strengthen the foundation calmly and deliberately. You are capable of leading with wisdom. You are capable of building stability. You are capable of creating unity. The truth revealed to you today is simple but powerful. Your influence shapes tomorrow. God says, "My child, as you continue to reflect on your role within your family and your future, I want you to understand something even deeper. The stability you seek externally must first be built internally. Before you can guide others with confidence, you must strengthen your own mindset, discipline, and clarity." Many people attempt to control outcomes around them while neglecting the foundation within themselves, and that imbalance creates tension. When your inner world is steady, your outer world becomes easier to organize. When your thoughts are calm and focused, your decisions become wiser. When your emotions are regulated, your relationships become healthier. This is not about perfection, it is about progress and awareness. There may be moments when you feel pressure, especially when you think about responsibility toward your family's future, but pressure is not always negative. Sometimes pressure reveals potential. It shows you that you are capable of more than you previously believed. Instead of allowing responsibility to overwhelm you, allow it to mature you. Growth often feels uncomfortable before it feels empowering. The awareness you are gaining now is part of that growth. You are realizing that your habits, words, and consistency matter deeply. This realization is not meant to create fear, it is meant to create strength. Archangel Michael wants you to examine the balance between short-term satisfaction and long-term security. Many decisions in life present quick rewards that feel comfortable in the moment but weaken the future, while other decisions require discipline now but produce stability later. You must begin choosing with foresight. Every financial choice, every emotional reaction, every commitment either builds or reduces stability. Ask yourself before acting, does this support the future I want for my family? If the answer is yes, proceed confidently. If the answer is no, adjust with maturity. Self-correction is wisdom, not weakness. There is also something important about communication that must come to light. Silence in important matters creates distance. Assumptions create misunderstanding. Clear communication creates unity. If there are expectations within your family that have not been expressed clearly, bring them into the open. Calmly. Discuss responsibilities honestly. Clarify goals. Share concerns respectfully. When people understand each other's intentions, unnecessary tension disappears. Unity is strengthened through understanding, not through avoidance. Avoidance may feel peaceful temporarily, but it allows confusion to grow silently. Courageous conversations build lasting peace. God says, "My child, you are also being reminded to protect your energy wisely. Your family depends not only on your financial and practical strength but also on your emotional presence. If you constantly drain yourself through overcommitment, negativity, or distraction, you reduce your capacity to lead effectively. Guard your focus. Limit unnecessary stress. Strengthen your routines. Healthy sleep, organized schedules, and disciplined priorities create mental clarity. Clarity improves decision-making. Decision-making shapes outcomes. You may notice that as you become more intentional, certain patterns around you will begin to shift. Some people may resist change at first because they are used to old habits. Be patient but firm. Consistency will gradually influence others. When you remain calm and steady, your stability becomes contagious. Others begin to trust your direction. Trust is earned through consistency, not through words alone. Continue showing up responsibly, even when immediate results are not visible. This message also invites you to consider legacy. Legacy is not only about inheritance or wealth, it is about values, discipline, respect, and wisdom passed forward. What habits are you modeling that the next generation may copy? Are you demonstrating resilience in difficult moments? Are you showing integrity when no one is watching? Are you teaching financial responsibility? By practicing it? Legacy grows from daily behavior, not grand speeches. Your consistency becomes someone else's blueprint. There may be an upcoming opportunity connected to your career or financial growth that requires preparation. Instead of doubting yourself, begin strengthening your qualifications, skills, or planning now. Preparation builds confidence. Confidence allows you to recognize opportunity when it appears. Often people miss growth because they are not prepared for it. This message encourages readiness. Readiness transforms potential into progress. Archangel Michael also reminds you that unity requires forgiveness. Within families, misunderstandings are inevitable. Holding resentment weakens connection and clouds judgment. Address issues directly and respectfully, and then allow space for healing. Forgiveness does not mean ignoring mistakes, it means choosing growth over bitterness. A household that practices forgiveness becomes emotionally secure. Emotional security strengthens every other area of life. God says, "My child, continue walking forward with intention." The truth being revealed is that your awareness is expanding. You are no longer operating on autopilot. You are thinking about structure, communication, legacy, and preparation. This awareness marks a turning point. Do not rush transformation, allow it to unfold through consistent action. Each small improvement strengthens your foundation. Each thoughtful decision protects your future. Remember that strength does not require loudness. Leadership does not require dominance. True influence flows from calm confidence, steady discipline, and compassionate guidance. When your family sees that you are dependable, thoughtful, and prepared, they feel secure. Security builds trust. Trust builds unity. Unity builds resilience. Pause again and reflect on what area still needs adjustment. Is it discipline? Communication? financial organization, emotional patience? Choose one and commit to steady improvement. Do not attempt to fix everything at once. Progress grows from focus. Focus creates results. God says, "My child, as you continue this journey of awareness and responsibility, there is one more layer you must understand clearly, and that is the power of consistency over intensity." Many people feel motivated for a short time after hearing a message like this, but real transformation does not come from temporary inspiration, it comes from disciplined repetition of wise choices. If you truly desire stability for your future and strength for your family, you must commit not to dramatic one-time efforts, but to small, steady, daily improvements that compound quietly over months and years. This is how foundations are built. This is how security becomes real instead of imagined. You may have already started reflecting on your habits, your financial planning, your communication style, and your emotional leadership within your home, but now you are being encouraged to create structure around those reflections. Reflection without structure fades. Structure turns awareness into results. For example, if you want financial clarity, create a written plan and review it weekly. If you want better communication, schedule intentional conversations instead of waiting for random opportunities. If you want stronger unity, create shared goals that everyone understands. When intentions become organized, progress accelerates. Archangel Michael wants you to notice that fear often disguises itself as procrastination. Sometimes you delay important conversations, financial planning, or long-term decisions because you fear what you might discover or fear that change will feel uncomfortable. But avoidance does not protect you, preparation protects you. Facing reality with calm courage gives you control. The sooner you organize what needs attention, the sooner peace increases within your household. Peace grows when uncertainty decreases. Uncertainty decreases when you bring clarity to what was previously ignored. There may also be emotional patterns within your family that require maturity to handle properly. When disagreements arise, focus on solutions instead of blame. Blame creates division, while solutions create progress. When someone in your household struggles, offer guidance without humiliation. Respect builds trust. Trust strengthens cooperation. Cooperation builds resilience. These principles may seem simple, but applying them consistently transforms relationships profoundly. Leadership is proven during tension, not during calm moments. If you remain steady when challenges appear, your family will feel safe even in uncertain situations. God says, "My child, understand that the future is shaped more by habits than by luck." Financial security grows from disciplined saving and wise spending. Emotional security grows from honest communication and forgiveness. Educational success grows from consistent learning and support. Unity grows from shared effort. If you want a strong household 5 years from now, begin practicing the habits that will support that vision today. Do not wait for a crisis to motivate change. Choose maturity before necessity forces it. You are also being reminded to evaluate the influences entering your home environment. Digital distractions, negative conversations, unhealthy comparisons, and constant external pressure can quietly weaken focus and gratitude. Protect the atmosphere within your household intentionally. Limit what drains energy. Encourage what builds growth. A focused environment produces focused individuals. When your home feels structured and calm, decision making improves for everyone inside it. There may be a financial or practical opportunity approaching in the near future that requires readiness rather than reaction. Continue improving your skills, knowledge, and discipline so that when opportunity appears, you are prepared to handle it wisely. Prepared individuals maximize opportunity. Unprepared individuals feel overwhelmed by it. Growth favors readiness. Let your preparation reflect your seriousness about building a secure future. Archangel Michael also encourages you to remember balance. Responsibility does not mean constant tension. While you build structure and discipline, also create moments of joy, gratitude, and appreciation within your family. Celebrate small progress. Acknowledge effort. Express appreciation. Encouragement strengthens motivation. A family that feels valued works together more effectively. Stability combined with encouragement produces long-term harmony. God says, "My child," the truth being revealed through this entire message is that you are capable of more influence than you once believed. You are not powerless in shaping your future. You are not simply reacting to circumstances. You are actively creating direction through every choice you make. When you choose discipline over impulse, clarity over confusion, honesty over silence, and preparation over avoidance, you shift the trajectory of your household in a powerful way. These shifts may not look dramatic at first, but over time they produce visible results. Continue reviewing your priorities regularly. Adjust where needed. Stay patient with growth. Be firm in standards but gentle in communication. Strength combined with compassion creates sustainable leadership. You are not asked to be perfect, you are asked to be consistent. Consistency builds trust. Trust builds unity. Unity builds security. Pause now and decide what long-term commitment you are ready to make for your family's future. It may involve budgeting consistently, improving your listening skills, dedicating weekly time for planning, or strengthening personal discipline. Choose one commitment and treat it seriously. Write it down. Follow through. Review progress regularly. Accountability strengthens intention. God says, "My child, your future is not defined by random events, it is shaped by repeated actions aligned with wise values." Continue building calmly. Continue leading responsibly. Continue strengthening your foundation. When you remain consistent, your household grows stronger, your confidence grows deeper, and your future becomes more stable than you imagined. If this message continues to guide your heart, comment, "I choose consistent growth for my family," below. Like this video if you are committed to steady improvement and responsible leadership, and subscribe if you are ready to keep building a future grounded in wisdom, preparation, unity, and calm strength.